What's up? A few things I kind of want to talk about tonight. Don't mind my shirt, it's wrinkled, but I just got out the shower. A few things I kind of wanted to touch on that I'm pretty sure I've discussed before. One is mainly the idea that men shouldn't express their emotions, and if they do, they're weak. And that's just a false statement. I know a lot of the times we grow up, especially for me in the Black community, mental health, things like that don't exist. Anything that shows people how you actually feel is you being soft and things of that nature, which is not the case. It's not true. Those things, it is okay to have feelings. It is okay to have emotions and express those emotions in the proper manner. Another thing I want to talk about that kind of hit home for me today, I have a huge issue with looking at other people and saying, man, I wish that I was doing that, or I wish that I could do that, or how are they doing this, but I'm not, so I must be behind, and I'm not capable of doing these things, and things of that nature. Pretty much comparing myself to what other people have going on and how successful they are. Only you can judge how successful you are. Only you know where you come from. Only you know what you've been through, and only you know what you have to deal with on a daily basis and how much you progress. For me, I'm not as successful as some of my friends, and I'm like, oh man, I'm just kind of wasting away at life, or I'm not good enough to, prime example right now, I'm not good enough to graduate college. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to succeed in that. My business isn't going to succeed. I'm not going to do this. I can't do that. I'm not cut out for it. It's not me. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. I'm not. In the dating world, a lot of guys, oh, I'm not attractive enough, or I don't look the way that I wish I did, or this person has more followers or something like that than me, and things of that nature. Tonight I went to the gym with one of my good friends, and it was one of the best times I've had at the gym in a long time. I've been sick for about 2 weeks, so it was kind of tough even going. But the fact that when I got there, it wasn't who's the biggest and the baddest competition between us. It was okay, come on, man, you got one more in you. It was like push, 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 push. You got this, you got this. That kind of competition, that it's not even competition, that kind of relationship, that kind of friendship or something like that, that's important to have in life. When we look at other people and we're like, man, this guy's super lucky because he has this, he has that. Instead of doing that, all right, surround yourself with people who are like, hey, you want those things? You wanna be successful? You wanna be accomplished? All right, what do you wanna do? How can we build you up? How can we do that? Keep yourself around those type of people and turn that negative energy into positive energy. That's really important. The people we hang out with determines, in all honesty, it determines how we truly have a look on life. To me, it does. If I'm hanging around people who are like, yeah, man, you ain't never gonna get that, or we ain't never gonna be rich, or you'll never have X amount of money, like, I don't even know why you thinking like that, like thinking you can be this successful, or thinking you can do this, you can't do that. If we're hanging around those type of people, our minds are going to stay so small. We're not going to have dreams. We're not going to have goals. We're not going to push ourselves to the limit to make sure we succeed in the things that we want to succeed in. It's hard my sister described it best, it's hard to stay in your own lane. You always, when you're driving, you always want to look over and be like, oh, what are you doing? Like, what's going on over there? You're not focused on yourself. You're not focused on what's going on in your own lane. You're worried about everybody else, and you're trying to keep up with everybody else. we have to recognize that we're doing it, and we have to try and stop it as soon as possible. It's not going to happen overnight. And I know, like I said, these videos are for me. And for me, like, there's so many things I want. And there's so many times I see other people get these things. And I'm like, damn, I'll never be this. Or, oh man, like, just paying attention to what they're doing. Like, oh, how do you do that? Oh, that dude's lucky. He's just lucky. Maybe he worked hard for it. Maybe he didn't. That's none of my business. What my business is to make sure that I'm doing everything that I need to do to be who I want to be and be what I want to be. If I want to get stronger in the gym, guess what? I can't be looking at other people like, oh, what's he doing? What? Oh, no. Yep. Instead, I should be, all right, boom, what are we doing today? We hitting chest. All right, let's go to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm taking my time. That time that I allotted him by watching him or her or whatever the case may be, watching that other person level up. Me watching them level up, I'm wasting time. I could be taking that time and trying to level up myself, trying to, get to where I want to be. And that's every aspect of life. You see somebody who got their doctorate, all right, yeah, it's cool to be like, all right, I strive to obtain those same accolades as they do, but you need to make sure that you're not just fixated on what they're doing. You need to make sure that you're out there, you're grinding every day, you're making sure that, all right, well, I got to do this to get to this point. All right, cool, I'm here. Boom, next step. Boom, next step. And that positive energy, man, the people you keep around you, oh man, it does wonders. When you get away from small-minded people, you'll start to see how much things can change for you. I don't know, it's really hard to kind of describe it, and I kind of hope this makes sense, but it's just, I see it too often, people thinking they can't do certain things, or people thinking others are better than they are. We beat ourselves up on a daily basis. We constantly down ourselves on a daily basis. Like, we have to stop doing that. I know for me, I still battle with self-images. So I'm ugly, so I'll never get this type of person, or, I'm not attractive, or I'm too dark, or I'm this, I'm that. I'm not smart enough to finish school. And these are things I've actually said so many times. I'm not smart enough to finish school. I'm too stupid for this. Like, everybody else can do it because everybody else is smarter than I am. That kind of negative energy has done nothing for me thus far. Hasn't helped me accomplish anything. Hasn't made me feel more or less about myself. It's just, all right, you're just kind of doing the same old thing. And you want things to change, but you're not trying to change anything. And that was me for the longest time. I'd be like, man, I wish I would just wake up and have money. That would be awesome. I wish I would wake up and I wouldn't have to worry about this. I wish I would wake up and all my worries and things will be gone. But I wasn't working for anything. I wasn't trying to get better. I wasn't trying to do anything. And as soon as I start changing that mentality, all right, I do a list of 3 things every day, what I like about myself. It's really hard, surprisingly, but it's really hard, but I do it, and over again, I'm starting to see myself come out of that negativity that I feel about myself. And another one of the things, kind of to take me back to my very first point, is I've always had people, oh, you're too emotional, you're soft, you're sensitive, and you're this, you're that. And I'd be like, all right, yeah, maybe I am. And then I get down about it. I'll be upset and get angry about it and feel like I have to defend myself. I have to get into a fight or something like that. And it's not the case. Like, all right, cool. If that's what you think, that's fine. Expressing yourself, expressing your feelings, talking to people, letting people know what's going on, there's nothing wrong with that. I struggle with communicating. Shocker, right? But I struggle with communicating. So now, I don't want to say I over communicate, but I will let you know verbatim what's going on, especially if you ask. You will get an earful, and at the end of it, I'll be like, you asked, so I'm going to tell you. And we need to encourage other people, because you never know what's going on with somebody, and if you don't ask because you're just like, oh, just get over it, suck it up. Suicide is very prominent and very, 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 like, it's increasing at the rapid rate. It's ridiculous. I don't know how many times I've had people, hey man, how you doing? You all right? Nah, man, I got this going on. What's up? And that saved a life. That kept me from doing something stupid or anything of that nature, because I'm like, man, like maybe this person does care. In the back of my mind, you know, of course, you got those negative thoughts when you're in that mind state. You're just like, they don't give a shit. They're just fucking checking the box, right? But after a while, you constantly see either the same people or you see other people that actually care, and you're like, man, like, all right, maybe I should keep fighting. Maybe I should, you know, verbalize more what's going on so they can actually help me. Um, it's the same thing with being successful. There's nothing wrong with telling your friends, man, hey, look, it's cool that we do this every day, every weekend, but we got to change it up. I'm trying to do this in life, and I'm trying to go these places in life. Some people will rock with you and some people won't. That's just the belly of the beast. You got to let that go. You got to just give it up. And just remember that you're not in a competition with anybody but yourself. As long as you're better than you were yesterday, that's all that matters. We need to stop watching other people and wondering what they're doing and focus like on their lives, especially in this world of social media, man. Like stars, oh man, this person has 22,000 like followers or something. I wish I can get there, or I wish I could be successful. You never know what those people's lives are actually like. Some of them could be fake lives. You know, you never really know. So it's just important to kind of like stay in your own lane, like build yourself up, level up in your own realm, be in your own world sometimes. And if you have people rocking with you, cool. If you don't, make sure you get rid of that negative vibes. Like get that out of here. You don't want to be around that, you know. Trying to get better with these videos, but sometimes I don't know, man. It's just whatever. But I hope this video, like, I hope somebody listen to it and kind of just understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I'm saying it very well, but just know that you can be just as great as anybody that you think is great. You can be whatever you want to be. You just have to make sure that you're focused on you and you strive to be what you want to be. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not okay to express your emotions, verbalize your emotions, and make sure that you're continuing to communicate with people. And, you know, just kind of be open to the idea of people wanting to help you. So that's it, guys. Have a good night. Like, share, comment, whatever. If you don't like my videos, I don't give a shit. It's not for you. It's for me. Have a good night.